You know how when you're in a relationship, you can decide if you want to stay or leave when you're not getting what you want? It's the exact same way. Fate, real fate, isn't emotional. It's choosing to stay when it's uncomfortable. Good morning, beautiful people. So, beautiful day, beautiful time to talk about God and personal growth. So, we're going to get right into it. Have you ever prayed and felt nothing back? No sign, no answer, just silence. I don't think that we talk about it enough, but this is the part of faith, the quiet season. Today I want to talk about what it means when God is silent. So, I know that there's always going to be three responses when it comes to what God's answer is going to be: yes, no, and maybe. I'm sorry, yes, no, and not right now. And the not right now is the silent part. Is the part where He's not going to answer right now because it's not meant for you right now. Now, me personally, I love a good yes or a no. But the other part of it is I hate having to say, I gotta wait. I gotta wait for an answer because it's not right now. And this goes for everything. If I went for an interview, I want to know now. If I went for if I went to go get something done, I want to know now. Like my cars, you don't want to know later on what's wrong. You want to know now, or have at least an idea. And sometimes when we pray, we don't give ourselves the time to go through those steps to be okay with the just wait, the it's not right now kind of season. Now, of course, everyone is different. Everyone's always going to be different. It depends on how you look at the situation. But if you're not used to just wait, well, get ready for it because this is the type of season that we're in right now. And it doesn't mean that God has abandoned you. It just means that you need to take it easy. God's not going to put you in something that you can't do. What it's going to do is going to prepare you for the next part of your life, the next chapter. That's going to be this video today. If you guys haven't already, consider checking out my links on my channel. And also, if you want to support me, you can go to the Buy Me a Coffee app, and I will make a video on that if you do donate. And if you don't, that's perfectly fine. But if you want to check out my channel, I'd really appreciate it. We're going to get right into it. We're going to be doing legs today. So let's start off with hams. All right, now first off to start, silence doesn't mean absence. Sometimes we think, no answer, he's not there. But silence doesn't mean God left. It means that he's working in ways you can't yet see. Just because I don't hear him doesn't mean he's not moving. The simplest thing to do is just understand that we are going through certain things in our life that God is making you stronger in. It's harder to understand it because we want things easy. We're ready for I got this, I can do it now, I can always do it now. Like, I don't need to worry about things like that. So it's not easy. I know the hardest part is that part about it's not yet, or you're not hearing him. But during those times, or the times that you are going to go through mentally, I need to get stronger in this area. And we're not going to think about that at first. We're going to think, why isn't God answering me? I always get a yes or a no. I always get a yes or a no. I always get a yes or no. Why isn't he answering now? And sometimes it's just like that. Sometimes it's just a way about trying to make you stronger in the areas that you need to get stronger in. Now, yeah, it sucks. It really, really does suck. Like I've been through it. It sucks, but you're okay. Instead of letting your mind think about and wander so much and have so much anxiety, just take your time. Just be okay, or just slow down and just enjoy the process. Enjoy the moments. All right, continue where I had left off. A silent season is one of the best seasons that you can be in because it's really going to test your faith. It's really going to test your understanding. It's really going to test you spiritually all around. The season of quietness, the season of waiting, the season of not right now is one of the hardest seasons that I had went through. And after going through that and understanding what it really does to you, that is when, oh my goodness, like you get a different realization and a better understanding, because as kids, we want something, we just keep asking and asking and asking until we get it. And I was one of those kids that got everything. So having that season of not yet or just wait was very difficult on me. I was very difficult mentally, physically, spiritually. And I know that if I went through it, then you are going to go through it regardless, because you are meant for bigger things. No one's going to put you in a season of waiting if you're not meant to do something big. Now, yeah, it's going to take some time for you to get used to it and just be like, okay, you know what, you're right. I got to do this, I got to do that. It takes a lot out of someone to automatically just get in it. But you not getting in it is perfectly fine. You're going to slowly go through the process and you're going to get to where you need to. But it is going to take some time. It is going to take a lot of time. And if you're not used to waiting for things, then you're going to be in that very soon. All right. Now, the second bullet point is growth happens in the quiet. The strongest season of growing usually happens privately. No audience, no confirmation, no clarity. You know how equal this sounds to going to the gym? Not everyone's always going to cheer for you. Not everyone's going to always be there whenever you need your hand to be held. You're just going to have to get up and go. And the same results happen whenever you're going to the gym. You got to just go. There's no waiting. There's no, oh, my friends are going to go, so I should go. Or I don't have the right pre-workout, or it's not the right time of the day. No, it's like you go when you go, and you're going to see the results when you see the results. And it's not going to happen right away. Gym and waiting for God to answer is like one hand in hand, because it makes sense. You want results, put in the work. You want to go through the hard parts, put in the work. And no matter what you go through, just do it. It's not going to feel good at first, and it's never going to feel good at first. But just like you have the motivation to look better, feel better, do better, have the same motivation this way. Yeah, it's easier said than done because you already went through it. Yeah, I'm 30 years old, and I'm still going through it. This is not something that just, you get past very easily. No, I was a very difficult person to work with, very difficult person to be next to, and God made me better. You may think that me saying this is funny. You know why? Because I went through it, but I also know what it feels like to go through it. I'm saying this because I know that if I needed it, then you need it too. And it's not to make fun of anybody, but it's definitely to put you in your place. Sometimes our pride is so high, like, why do I have to wait? Why do I Why am I not getting an answer from God? If I'm doing everything right, my tithes, my prayers, my fasting, I'm showing up, I'm doing everything right. But humility is one huge thing that you're gonna face a lot on your journey with Christ. If I didn't go through that, I wouldn't be as humbled as I am right now. I would rather be this humbled than someone who is very cocky, like I was before. Someone who's very snooty. And I didn't make a lot of money at all either. I don't come from wealth. I don't come from any of that stuff. So I just acted that way because I thought that's how you had to act. And now look at me, talking about God, helping people with mental growth. Like, it's all meant for something better. And you gotta just go through it sometimes. Sometimes you gotta just be okay with, this is the next part of my life that I'm gonna work on. This is the next part of life I'm gonna work on. And just keep going and keep going. Like a checklist. Probably you didn't start off with this, or probably you did. But everyone's gonna go through it. You're not gonna be the only one, because I know that I'm not the only one. All right, so we are in the second to the last clip today, and the third point is going to be faith is choosing to stay. You know how when you're in a relationship, you can decide if you want to stay or leave when you're not getting what you want? It's the exact same way. Faith, real faith, isn't emotional. It's choosing to stay when it's uncomfortable. So are you going to continue to have faith when you notice you're not getting what you want? Because that's one of the biggest factors it is when you're following God. It's just how it is. It's you just gotta just have that faith. And are you gonna continue to have it even if you're not hearing what you want to hear and you're not getting what you want right away? Yeah, it is a slap in the face. Like, leave or don't leave. But sometimes it's what we need to hear, what we need to go through, what we need to feel, what we need to hear. Sometimes we don't realize it until we hear, hey, chill out, man. Like, you're seriously going through something, and just take your time with it. But not a lot of us want to hear that. A lot of us want to hear, all right, this is where you're at. This is what you got to do. And you're there. Like, that's it. And that's not how it always is. I'm sorry to tell you, but that's not how it is all the time. Do not do not push yourself out because you're uncomfortable with it or you've never been through it. Remember, if you're going through this, it's because you need it right now. You need something like this in your life. You need the structure. You need the intensity. You need the patience. You need to have faith. So that's kind of self-explanatory on its own. All right, guys. So we are at the end of the video today, and it has been such a glorious day because sometimes I need to hear what I'm saying. I need to go through these processes. I need to hear, hey, you're not on a high horse. Just knock yourself down, right? If you haven't already, consider checking out my channel or my links, and consider subscribing. I mean, any way that you feel this helped you or helped someone else that you think is going through this, send it to them. But we're gonna finish off today here, and if you're in a quiet season right now, you're not alone. Silence doesn't mean rejection, it just means preparation. You are going to go through a lot of little things in your life, whether it is good or bad, but we're not going to always remember the good. We're not going to sit back and say, oh, that was great, that was great, that was great, that was great. We're going to remember all the times that we fought, all the times that we had to mentally go through it, that we had to mentally go through it. That's the hard part. And I know it's not easy, but if you try and go through it every single day, you're eventually going to get there. Just like working out, you're eventually going to see the progress, but you got to push through it. Remember, faith isn't just a feeling, it's also a decision. And you have to tell yourself that you are okay even in this season of waiting. You're not the only one going through this. Trust me. You may feel like it, but you're not. Well, I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless you guys. Please be safe.